Buck and we're Carrie Foster this morning. It's going to be a quiet conversation, I think, and welcome to the Mardox Daily Live Chat. Well, this is episode 3, and hoping we can make it to 7 this week. We've got a lot of things we can talk about today, and actually, Carrie, go ahead and say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
There you
Good
go.
morning. Hope you all have your coffee.
Yeah, there you go.
I had to go grab my coffee this morning so that,
Well, I got my coffee mug, and I took the time today to finally go in and make the coffee mug for John Brewer, and sent that off to him because every day he talks to me about his coffee mug. He wants his coffee mug with his name on it.
I,
Um, and we're going to talk about that too. There's new merchandise that we're going to be selling through Mardox. But when we talk about the coffee mugs, like in yesterday's video, the mugs this isn't one of them, but the mug in question has your name really written on it. It's a custom mug for whoever owns it. They're pricey, and we give them to people who are substantially active in our group. And it's kind of a prize when you get to a certain point. We say, "Hey, thank you for being a really good member." So we'll talk about that, and I'll show you guys the merchandise in a bit. But let's start off, Carrie, with what we were talking about just before we started the show here. There's a problem going around with companies selling products in a really bad way. I'm going to queue up a video here from one of the people that I know that is a radio show host, and he has the same problem. Let's go ahead and listen to this, and after that, Carrie and I will give you our thoughts on the same topic. Here we go.
And aloha, America. Welcome back to the show. And before I go back to the phones here, I got to put out a consumer warning, especially with the economy the way it is, and with the government looking the other way at any kind of scam or fraud from Wall Street on down to every level. You have to be on your guard. And Claire just got caught in one having to do with a supposed anti-aging cream. It's called Aurora Cream. And she accepted the free sample once for $35 shipping and handling. Well, all of a sudden, they're sending these things once a month and hitting her credit card for close to $200, which she did not sign up for. And I went on out and I did Aurora Cream scam in Google, and I got a huge number of hits. So, folks, you got to be really careful. And I would suggest strongly that anytime you're looking at any kind of an offer coming off of TV or a magazine or whatever, take the company name, type it into a search engine, and then follow it with scam or fraud. Because you have to protect yourself. The government's not going to protect you. The government gets a piece of the action when the scammers get your money. They're on the scammer's side. They're not on your side. Alrighty, let's see.
So that was the clip out of Michael Rivero's What Really Happened show. He can be found on YouTube. I'll put the link to his channel in the description below. But Carrie, you had something recently that happened to you like that. Am I right?
I've had like that happen a few times. So I did the same thing. I ordered some face cream. It was a sample. It wasn't supposed to cost like only like $1 something for shipping. And then I started getting face cream. Now I went to my bank and they got the money back from the company for me. I told them it was fraud.
How much was it in terms of your sale, and what was it that, like, when you order the product, there was an amount you had to pay, like shipping and handling, right?
Yeah, like it was like $4 or $5 for shipping and handling. That guy was saying a lot more.
Yeah.
And then it was like when they started dinging my bank account because I used my debit card for it, it was like $100 or something stupid. And I said to the bank, why would I say yes to $100 for face cream? Like, no.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, I understand 100%. It's kind of weird what's going on. And my wife just had this happen to her. She had a product where oh, I think our video just froze. Hold on a second here. Let's make sure everything's working. We're still trying to get all this stuff running smooth. Hold on just a second, everybody. There we go. And I don't see myself waving or nothing on the.
Oh, I do. I see you fine. It's on
No,
my end.
on the chat part, but I'm not on the video part. I don't know why it's doing this here. Just give me a second here. Just gonna, come on, people. Duplicate the scene. No, it's like our broadcast software is like frozen. It's broadcasting. Let's just see what it's showing. Oh, this is weird. I mean, we try to get this to work smooth and everything, and it's like the one side here, the software is saying that it's not running.
Yeah, you gotta love technology.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It says we're streaming. Google says it's still receiving a stream. So
There you go.
there's that. I mean, if Google says it's true, then it must be true, right?
Yeah, it's like now instead of asking your mother a question, you just go ask Google.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So my wife had a problem with a similar product. She was told it was $5 to join or to get the product. Basically, all she had to do is pay shipping and handling. And after that, it was she got nailed with an amount on her credit card for like $40 or $50. I can't remember the exact amount, but yeah, it was a substantial amount. Then she had to cancel her credit card. And then what I understood, this gets really I'm sorry, I'm gonna put my phone down. See, this is bad. Technology is bad, people. It's bad.
Put it away. We're on a daily chat here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So I've done that at the table during breakfast at a restaurant with my wife. I took the time to take her for, like the other day I told you to take my daughters, my wife to breakfast, and I'm sitting there playing with my phone. Like literally, I'm sitting there. Everyone's talking away. I got my phone. I'm doing stuff with my phone. There's people around me in the restaurant. I'm doing stuff with my phone. Everybody went quiet and started just staring at me like, what?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like, what? And the thing is...
I wish that would happen to my daughter sometime because she's always napping.
But the rule we have is when we're at a restaurant, the phones get put away, and I broke my own rule.
Oh.
Bad me.
That's really bad, yeah.
So what I found out was this. Wife paid $5 to receive a product. Product seems okay. She got then dinged for a full amount. She reversed the charge for the product. She didn't even have 30 days to try it. She just got it, and she's already getting dinged for it. To cancel it, she was told that she would have to pay for the full amount of the product and or return it. If she was going to return the product, there was no way of tracking. They didn't provide any tracking system or anything. In other words, you return it and they go, well, we didn't get it. And it's happened to me with another company called Valentis. I had to fight them like tooth and nail to get my money back from them, and go as far as threatening them to talk badly about them. You know
that if you go into the bank, you can get a new bank card.
Oh, yes.
And they won't.
Yes, you can, but get a load of this. And I just found this out recently. MasterCard provides to their merchants a fee. If that company wishes to pay that fee, even though you cancel credit card A and moved on to credit card B, a new credit card the bank sends you, MasterCard will do a lookup to find out what your new card is and then continue charging you on that card.
What?
Yeah.
That's bad.
I looked into it. It's a complete banking corruption as far as I'm concerned.
No, but what if you phone the MasterCard and say that it's fraud?
They tell you to file a complaint. The concept of a chargeback, I guess, no longer applies. That the whole 1% thing is going down the drain because money means more than ratings. Now, granted, based on my video I did with PayPal, that still stands. But I think it's coming back to if a company is bringing in $200 million a month, then the credit card company is willing to look the other way. Not PayPal, but the credit card company. And I think, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of changes going on. I think it's going to be bad for the merchant, not for the merchant, for the consumer. It's gonna wind up being really bad for the consumers. We're the ones that are going to get penalized and punished.
That's not right.
It is. It's not right. It's not right. So be careful about that. But
my daughter ordered Proactive online,
right,
and she got a sample at first, and it was like $40, and then they've sent her another kit, and she said she read all the fine print and everything. Now I think she probably didn't, but she might have, and now they sent her another kit, and it's got like 3 times the amount in it, but they are charging her. They charged her $100 to her account, and they've got 2 more payments of $42 to come in. Like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
it is. It is very crazy. I mean, and again, it's like she's not protected. You know,
She
so
phoned the company and she sent back the package.
yeah, with everything intact, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Did they refund her yet?
no,
Not
she
yet.
just did that. So
Okay.
that'll be an update to follow. Kind of
Yeah.
thing.
So, but like Michael Rivero says in his show, you've got to start doing research. But like take Proactive. It's a very well known product. I don't know of anything that says that a Proactive is a scam or anything like that. And we have Ernie. Good morning, Ernie.
Good morning. Good
Morning.
morning.
Good
How
morning. Good morning.
you
Hey,
doing? Everybody
Ernie.
got their coffee?
Yeah. We're talking about this.
Great
The-
big bug.
The conversation we're having right now, Ernie, is in the one of our radio show hosts that I know that I talked to has mentioned that there's products being sold where the company is giving you a free sample. All you have to do is pay shipping and handling, and then that same company then dings your credit card for say $200 order.
Oh,
You know,
mercy.
Yeah, and it's getting worse and worse. Kerry was saying Proactive does it. Michael Rivero, I can't remember the product name he said, but it's in this video. When you go back to watch it, you'll see it. We had his video playing. But it's getting bad. It's getting really, really bad. The merchants, the companies are being protected by the banks more than the banks protecting us anymore. So, like I was saying just before you got on, I was telling Kerry, you've got to go do your research. You've got to look into your companies. You've got to read the fine print now.
Well, a while back, a number of companies that were offering affiliate programs and CPA programs were doing those types of offers. And were basically you get your first bottle free, just pay for shipping, and then you would automatically be on auto ship. But that might be for 2 or 3 bottles of a $50 product. So as you said, so this is kind of goes back a ways where that's been going on. And I don't know if the FTC or the FDA or somebody got in on it. But I noticed that a number of companies are changing that policy or making it more clear that this is an auto shipment. If you would like to order your product, monthly, check this box or something like that. And I know some of them have done that, but there's still a lot of sneaky ones where they hide it in there and wow, you get whacked.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's
Oh,
bad.
yeah, like my daughter lost like over $100 in her account, and she can't afford that.
Wow.
Like, she didn't even have money for diapers after that.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, your daughter has a child. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see what I mean? And I've heard people tell me that money's been taken out of their account, and it's kind of strange to hear, but some landlords do take rent payments on credit card now, and it's a simple type of that little Square card scanner from Square.com, and now a lot of landlords are taking payments by credit card. So now you buy this stuff, you don't expect it, and suddenly $300 gets taken out of your card, and now you don't have enough to cover your rent. You go see your landlord and you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have any rent money," and you look like a complete idiot because he doesn't believe a word you're saying. Because hey, yeah, right, you got no rent money, great, And I've heard people. I mean, I had one lady on the phone with me the other day, and she was in tears. And it's like all I could tell her was contact your bank and tell them that to cancel or try to get your money back. And she had told me that the bank said there's nothing they could do. All they could do is file a complaint to a chargeback, which could take up to 60 days.
Yeah.
And it's like that is outrageous.
Yeah. Well, Carrie, didn't you have kind of an incident with that one program, Empower?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on now. Let's be careful. Which Empower? Because there's 2 of them.
This is EMPWR.
Yeah, because there's.
Yeah. So what happened there was I had gone in, I made an account, I started sharing it with my Gmail contacts and everything, and I was up to like $5,000, it said, in the account. And then I would go to try to take the money out, because after 90 days, they say you have to wait 90 days for your first payout. So I wait 90 days. It says I can take out like $1,000, and I put in a PIN. It says go download the app on your phone. So I download the Empower app on my phone, and I don't see, and I made sure my phone is receiving SMS messages or whatever, and nothing. Like my phone would beep, but nothing would come in. So I don't know what's up with that. And I tried contacting the company, and I'm like, hey, I can't seem to get this code that you want to get a withdrawal. Well, that's all in fine and dandy. So I kept getting like, we can, I just didn't get a clear answer on that, and nobody would solve my problem. I went to my personal coach in the system, and nothing was working. Hey, that's not fair.
I brought it. I brought.
They were taking money out of your PayPal too, weren't they?
They were. So then on the other end of the scale,
I brought some for everybody, but you guys live far away.
That's really not fair. I think we're gonna have to have rules on the daily chat, like no donuts allowed. Yeah. Oh, that is just cruel. So yeah, so they started out, they took like $10 they said it was like a qualification type of amount. And then the amounts started to come out like just a little bit sporadically here and there. So I'd have like $3, $4. And then when I was on holidays, all of a sudden, like money was gone. And they took $300 in August. And then they took another $300 in September. Well, I'm $600 behind then on my bills.
That's insane.
Yeah.
My mortgage payment went through, but there was no money there to pay anything else. And I didn't really realize that they'd taken that August payment until like into September sometime, because we were on holidays. I wasn't really paying attention as much. And,
well, that's the same thing as this auto ship thing you were talking about. They get your numbers, and all of a sudden they start taking this money out for so-called services or products, and you just kind of caught off guard. And somewhere in the fine print, I'm sure they say, well, you allow us access, but I don't know. I've heard some complaints, and recently one of the downline builders I'm in, they basically mostly downline builders for traffic programs, but he said that he just sent out a warning letter to all the members saying, don't join this. Too many people are getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll just tell the end of the story since we've gotten into it. So I made a complaint to PayPal. I tried to deal with the company. I kept saying to them, hey, I'd like my money back. And they said, go online and request a refund. So I went online, I ticked the box to request a refund for the last $300. Well, the month went by and they still didn't refund the money. So then I went back into PayPal and I escalated it, like on the last day where I could actually escalate it. I went in and escalated it. I didn't want to because I figured it would like sever my relationship with Empower, but it did, because PayPal got me back all my money that they'd taken out, which was like $800.
Just want to be really clear. I just want to be really clear here as we're talking. This is the website EMPOWR, correct?
Yeah.
.com, not Empower, EMPOWER.com. There's two different sites. The one with ER is good. The one with just a letter R is not good.
Correct.
So PayPal was good. They did actually give me my money back, but then Empower sent me an email and said, they closed my account.
Huh. Well, I've been trying to get in there and close my account, and I can't seem to, whatever password I've had in there doesn't work for that. Works to get in, but it doesn't work there, so I'm having trouble closing my account with them, and it's like,
with Empower, right?
Yeah,
Empower,
not surprised.
There you go.
Right.
There you go. It is turning out to be a good conversation. Just a second, guys. On the screen, for those of you watching this video, redbubble.com. We have a series of merchandise now available, and again, the link to our Redbubble account is in the description below this video. But you go to Redbubble, REDBUBBLE.com, and do a search for the name Mardox, MARDOX. And we've got now coffee mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, throw pillows, duvets, you name it, with a beautiful Mardox logo written on it. Every cent that comes in through that project is going to go to our non-profit fund that we're going to use to help new members, new paid members, to advance in their journey towards earning or building their business. So, go buy a coffee mug, go get a t-shirt, every cent counts. And that's pretty much it. So I'll have the link in the description below, and I'll also put the URL below this video on our website later today, so you guys can, our members can go and see it. So I hope you guys like those. But if you want a customized coffee cup like we talked about in yesterday's video with your name on it, that's a whole different story. That you've got to be one of the top-notch members. You've got to do some action. You've got to get people to sign up. You've got to be active in your account. And about the 3 to 6 month period, we send those cups out free of charge. But you've got to be a truly active member. Something like Ernie here. Ernie's getting borderline active there. You see, he's in the videos. I can see he logs in each day. That's what matters. Log in each day. It shows. And over time, we'll send you one of those cups with your name written right on it.
Okay, so you better be one of those in the mail for me.
Oh yeah, I sent John's. John's is sent.
Great. So John's now more important than I am.
Well, okay. I didn't want to say anything, but 7 to 10 days from now, you'll receive yours, Carrie.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's
I love.
Sure. No, truly, seriously, I did both of them this morning. So John,
I think that's a great idea. I think anything we can do to kind of take it both offline and online.
Yeah.
But when you have something like that, it just kind of solidifies or cements that relationship you have with the company that you're.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to be straight up. These cups are not cheap. I mean, you were in the video yesterday when I showed the video. I don't even have one for myself yet. Okay. To have one of those cups made with your custom name on it and ship it out to you, mailed, everything, costs us about $27 US. Okay? Now, wow. I got one lady that got it. She had it for a day. She dropped it. It smashed.
Oh.
She called up and she said, is it possible you can send another one?
Yeah, for $30.
Yeah, well, that's it. I told her I need to see $35 because I need to cover costs and reordering fees and everything, and I'm going to charge her $35. We're allowed to make a profit on this. She went ballistic on me. $35 for a cup? Are you nuts? And I had to explain to her. I said, do you realize there's a cost to make those? Those are custom-made cups, And so I finally wound up. I charged her my costs, $27. Just to cover my costs. In fact, I lost money because when I charged her to $27, it came to $27.05. When she sent me the $27, PayPal took fees off that $27. I then paid for her cup and mailed it. So in reality, I paid money to send her a second cup. But
well, you should have sent her the cheap cup with a marker.
Yeah, that's it. Just scribble it on.
That's it.
But all's well. But it's like when you guys get the customized cup with your name on it, treat it like gold. We don't give those out just to anybody. They are few and far between.
Out of the valued cups I have like that, and it's like I can be so careful with them and all that, and I maintain them for years. But you know what's going to happen? That's going to be the one that's going to break. That's it. And no matter how hard I try, I'll wrap it in cotton. You know what I'm not?
Oh yeah. You got to wrap it in bubble wrap while you have your coffee. The other day, the one I made for my wife. The other day, I went and did something. I washed it. Now I've got an injury here to my thumb. I cut my thumb here with an X-Acto right here. I don't know if you guys probably can't see, but there's a little white scar here on my thumb. Can't see with the lighting. And I damaged the nerve. And to this day, now 12 years later, when I pick stuff up and I put my thumb on it, sometimes my thumb just is not there. It's like I can smack it on the table with a hammer. I won't feel it. The nerve ending is gone. And then suddenly it comes back. Then I feel the pain. But sometimes my thumb just lets go and whatever's in my hand drops. And I've done that with the cup. I had the cup, I was washing it, I forgot about this, and my thumb let go and the cup dropped. And I went to grab it and my pinky caught the handle with about 10 inches from the floor. I just snagged it and my pinky caught the handle. Thank God.
He still got it. Hey, I'm gonna disappear for a couple minutes.
Yep.
I got a couple of rambunctious bugs here that are driving me crazy for their morning snack.
Well, yeah, for sure. We have to see them on camera today.
Yeah. Hey, I can see if I can pick one of these girls up. Come here, baby. You see one of my babies. They're one of my sweethearts.
There you go. Oh, they are cute. How old's that one?
She's like, what the heck?
How old
Say
is
hi.
how old is
Aw.
that one?
Hi. You sweet baby.
Hi, Puggy.
Hey Ernie, how old is she?
This one here, she's 7, and the other one here, this is she's 10 now.
Oh,
She's a big girl. Look at her.
Yeah. Oh, she's cute.
Adorable. That makes me want a pug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now they're both.
In the room. Yeah.
Now they're going to be both YouTube celebrities.
Yeah, let's hope so. Maybe I'll make some money off them, like Doug the Pug. You know that guy's. I think that couple's making a fortune off that pooch.
Yeah. I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
go feed them. We'll wait for you, Carrie. We got another topic we can talk about.
Yeah, they're going crazy. You know, I mean, they keep getting. They're like it's like having a couple toddlers.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
No, they're a handful. I got a golden retriever, and he's a handful. You know. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We'll wait for you. We've got another topic. We're going to start here.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, Terry, do you got a topic you want to talk about, or just something you want to bring up, or can I go on to the next one I got, or?
You can go on to the next topic. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Make me look like the fool. Thanks.
Well, you said you had another topic.
Fine, I'll go on. I'm just trying to get it ready here. I got a post the other day, and it was yesterday, and I gotta say that this has got to be. I understand what the user wants to say. He sent me a support. He created a support ticket, and I had to cancel the support tickets because it's absolutely useless. Here we go. I'm going to put the page up here. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm trying to set it up so we can see this on the screen because we got all the other stuff floating around. Just let me. I'm going to make our. Where is it? This one here. Bring it down. There we go. Okay. So the person told me that there's a whole bunch of traffic exchanges out there. Now, Carrie, this lines up in your field of expertise. And what you don't see, Carrie, is I got a website up that the person gave me. It's called the Huge List of Traffic Exchange Networks. And
You share a screen on the bottom. I should be able to see it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right. I'm still getting used to it. How do we share screen again?
Just go down to the bottom, and it has a share screen. Beside participants and chat.
Yeah,
in
it's
between.
just I got to go like this. Boop. There we go. You see that, Carrie?
There, yes, that's
Oh,
much
cool.
better.
Okay, good.
Now we can all see it.
Okay, good. Well, no, but the users on YouTube see it no problem because this is my broadcast screen. Tongue twister. Okay, anyways.
Okay, whatever.
The person sent me a support ticket saying that I need to add a whole bunch of lists, and he referred me to this website. Now I don't know if this is his website or not.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see all these. Yeah.
But here's the thing. I'm getting a lot of requests from people telling me to add traffic exchanges. One, a lot of these are already on there. Two, a lot of these aren't even clickable. I can't even search the names of these sites. Like, why are there?
Well, a lot of those sites I'm a member of, like I Love Hits. I agree that. So go to the top of the list. Hit Safari. You should be able to just Google them. But
no, yeah, I know. But do you realize how long it's going to take to Google all of these sites one by one to find out where they are?
Yeah.
Second is, and I just want our members to understand. Okay, thanks for the giving us all this these sites. Yeah, we do know they exist, but we're looking for the best of the best. We're looking for the top-notch sites because. Let's face it.
Now this is somebody's opinion of what the top sites are. In my opinion, Easy Hits for You is the top traffic exchange.
Yeah, and that is where is that here?
It's number 2.
Right there, you see. And
Traffic Swarm, it opens it up in a separate window, so I don't use it because of that. Because then I've got like 2 browser windows, like it's silly.
Right.
But it is a big one because lots of people do use it.
That's right.
I'm not saying it's a bad site. It's just inconvenient.
That's right. But look at this list. Look at how many sites I'd have to go search for manually to go find each site.
Well, that's like when I set up that. It can take a long time.
Oh, I know what this is. Okay, when I look at the bottom of the page, it shows me. No, it's not what I wanted to do. Hold on a second here. Let me scroll this down. I'll shrink this screen down a bit. When I point, you see, there you go. The person has a. No, it's not even. It's not even going to the
Yeah, it looks
sites.
like it's opening and not.
No. It's just going to the review of the site. It's not even going. I thought maybe it was the person had a referral code, but it's not even that.
No.
It's just going to the review of that site. But all these other ones have nothing. So, but if you're going to submit to us your traffic exchanges, number one, go to mardox.com. Go log into your account at Mardox. Okay, let me put the page up. Log into Mardox. Go to resources here, and then in resources you've got. Now this is my account. I apologize for showing everybody my personal information. Where did we have it? Traffic exchanges. Go into traffic exchanges. Go look to see if if it already exists or not. And if it does, don't submit it to us. It's already there. If it does not exist, then request that we add it to the list. But come on, seriously, submitting a list like this this is useless. This is a waste of my time, and I still don't understand why this person submitted this list. It would take me too long to have to go search.
Well, and that says it's a list of all of them. You don't know whether all of those are really, like I surf at a lot of those, but
That's
yeah.
it. It's like no.
How many sites are you going to put in there?
Well, that's the thing. We've already got a lot in there as it is, and there comes a time where we have to say enough is enough. There's just too much.
So I have a question for Ernie once we're done with this topic.
Oh, hi,
Yes,
Ernie. You're back. Hi, Ernie.
I'm back. I'm with my coffee and hopefully contented pugs here.
Okay, Ernie. Your question to you is: what traffic exchanges do you use, if you use any? What is your favorite traffic exchange?
Oh my goodness, I'm probably in about 300 of them.
Well, we just showed a list of 250.
Yeah, then that's probably a conservative estimate. I mean, but I have a few that I just love and surf regularly, and some I surf for reasons. I use trafficmarketplace.org, and one of the reasons I use that is because I have a downline in it, so every Saturday night at midnight, I get credits for their activity. So for right now, that's mounting to about between 250 and 300 credits a week. It's free. So that one I surf 100. You have to surf 100 sites a week. You can do it over the week or all at once. So I'm using that one faithfully at least once a week. And there's a few others I like. I like legacy hits. I'll be honest with you. I get bored quickly with these things. And I love surfing them. I'm one of those weirdos that actually enjoys surfing. And I like to do it like on a Friday night, Saturday night, with the TV on, and just kind of one eyeball on the screen and one eyeball on the television,
Yeah, that's kind of what I do. I like it.
Yeah, but I like legacy hits because a short timer, like List Build Surf, there's another one with a very short timer. I like these, really short timers because you can pretty much see what you want to see in about 3 or 4 seconds. If the page doesn't load, so what? Keep going.
That's it. So you're
and of course I tab surf, so I usually surf 4 to 5 sites at a time in multiple Firefox tabs, and I just click from tab to tab to tab, click, on the numbers and accumulate that way. And some people say, tab surfing, you never actually see the sites. Not true. I've gotten a lot of products. I've joined, or services, I should say, and I've joined a number of different programs, particularly the traffic programs, by actually, seeing those 2 seconds or whatever. I just see something catches my eye, and I stay on it longer. I check it out, or I'll bookmark it and check it out later. Yeah. So that's one. A lot of people like easy hits for you, of course, but
legacy hits is which website again? How do you spell it? Legacy, Legacy.
Legacy.
Yeah.
HITS.com?
Yeah.
All one word?
They got a whole stable full of sites, but that's one of the ones I like the most. And
I do that, and then, I'm in a surfing group. With,
this I hate, by the way. This people, if you can stop
what I
doing
mean.
this. Just a second, guys. for those of you that have websites, please stop with the auto playing audio. Users don't like that. It's bloody annoying. Yeah, it's okay to have a video on your website, but make it so we have to click it, not that it auto plays. It really is annoying. I can't explain it. Everybody I talk to says they hate that. So those of you that see this and you're designing a site, you're going to put video on it, it's fine. But leave the option of playing the video up to the person viewing the site.
You know, that's especially true when you're tab surfing. You have like five tabs open at once, and 3 of them have videos or audios going at one time, and it's like being in a crowded room at a party, you know, with everybody talking at once. It's like,
yeah, it doesn't work. Like, and I usually just turn the volume off on my computer. But if I'm wanting to have a conversation with Nelson, for instance, and I'm surfing, all these sites are playing videos, it's interrupting our conversation, you know.
That's it. That's it. And it's like, we'll be on Skype, Carrie and I'll be on Skype, and then all of a sudden, you know, did you buy this product in the last 30 days? Well, you're missing out if you're not buying this. And they're talking really loud, and I got to stop saying what I'm saying. Carrie's got to go find the video, because sometimes they're hidden in frames or down the page. And then finally she finds it, clicks it, and then you're sitting there going, what was I saying? It is really, really rude. As marketing, it's rude. It would be the same thing as having a billboard on the side of the highway, and it has a blowhorn at the top of it, just blaring the audio of this product as you're driving down the highway. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, that brings up the question. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Carrie.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, that brings up the question I hear all the time, and as you know, I'm having a lot of fun over at IBO Answers, and one of the questions that comes up is, are traffic exchanges a waste of time? And, you know, that's always fun to address that. And I address that a little bit on my website, you know, marketingwithernie.com. And I put a little plug in for my site. Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
No problem. Go ahead.
Marketingwithernie.com. Sign up for the list. Anyway.
That's it.
Let's be blatant about it.
Hey, am I hosting that one?
I got to go look for this now.
Am I hosting that site, Ernie, or is that somewhere else?
No, actually, no. You're not hosting that one, but... hey, it's all good, you know. But anyway, it's all free information, right? But you know, that's one of the things I address. But it's also being addressed pretty well in the IBO Answers, but which I'll plug because I have no financial interest in that. But it's the question comes up: are they? And my answer always is: it depends what you're using them for, and it depends what you're putting on them. If you're expecting to sell a weight loss product on there, you know, as a bottle of this or a bottle of that, no, you know, you're not going to have any result. But if you're putting up a program that a lot of these people are interested in earning extra money and so on and so forth for a weight loss product, that's different. Yeah, that might be effective, but you've got to have your own unique eye-catching splash or squeeze page, because you know, if yours looks like everyone else's, why would they join you over someone else? Give them a reason to come to you and to join with you. Also, don't put a big involved page up, because a lot of these people are only looking at those pages 3 to 5 seconds, 3 to 10 seconds. So you can't have a lot of information there that they've got to sort through. It's got to be eye-catching, instant, and also a lot of, quite frankly, most of these people that are surfing these sites are already in and promoting something. That's why they're surfing. So
exactly.
So give them something that they can use. So a lot of these people would be open to other marketing type products and programs, tools, things that'll assist them in doing this. And quite frankly, one of the best things to market or to advertise at traffic exchanges is other traffic exchanges, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, and so build your downlines in there, and when you're in a traffic exchange, always fill out the downline builder in it. Yeah, they all have downline builders, because those can lead to commissions that you'll see out of the blue. And you know, it's a great way to earn a little extra money. And when you're in a traffic exchange, always fill out the downline builder in it. And I'm just curious, they all have downline builders. What's coming up new, those can lead to commissions that you'll see out of the blue. But yeah, I do have numbers. You know, it's a great way to earn.
Sorry about that. Sorry, my fault, my technical glitch. I clicked the button by accident.
So on that topic, Ernie, when some of these traffic exchanges, I'm noticing they have like a pile of credits sitting there, and they're not being used up. Have you run into that?
Yeah, as you know, you guys know that I operate a couple traffic sites, and one of the traffic exchanges I have, it's not a big group in it, so people get a lot of credits accumulated. Especially if they bought an upgrade or they joined under one of my promotional programs where I give them an upgrade, and so they have all these credits sitting there and they're not using them, and that's pretty common. But you also have a lot of commonality with people that are in these exchanges and never surf them, and I basically don't boot people out until they're inactive for a very long time, because the reason is most of these people are in multiple exchanges like yourself and myself, and
Yeah.
they may get to me once every few months, but they're still important to me and they're still valuable to me,
Yeah.
and
And,
and
and then you get the situation like myself. I'm signed up to a lot of those sites just because I have a list building system, and my members come in and join underneath me. So I'm providing you with a lot of traffic.
yeah, I think that that's very true. And I had a situation with a site program owner that actually listed programs in his back office for his people to join. And I told him, listen, I put my program in there, and I'll give you, a JV with them. Say I'll give you a lifetime top upgrade. Make sure you're always taken care of for credits and such. And you just expose my link to your members. And we have a similar situation with Speedy Hits here at Mardox, and that relationship
Oh
has
yeah,
brought me
yeah.
in a lot of
Right.
members,
Hold,
and
Yeah.
Mardox is bringing me in a few into Speedy Hits. Speedy Hits, by the way, will be
hold on,
going.
hold on. You're going too fast now. Hold on a second here. Let me get the page up there.
Well,
Oops.
don't bring up Speedy Hits; it's going to be going down soon.
Oh, you're taking it down?
Another hosting issue. We'll have to talk about that later.
Yeah,
But
dude.
yeah,
Been there,
a
done
lot of
that.
these hosts are you having issues with PayPal and whatnot, or they're the vendor that they're buying their hosting from, which they're reselling. That's the case. In this case, they're losing their PayPal accounts and whatnot, so they're shutting down their hosting, and I'm being caught up in some of that. But my other traffic exchange, if I can mention the name,
Yeah, go ahead.
surfingpuzzle.com. That one that doesn't involve. It's a little different setup. That's just plain old school, and I mean old school traffic exchange. It's like retro, but it's different. It's not your typical traffic exchange like a lot of the more common, frequently scripts. It's one of the older scripts. It's the ACMS script, I believe it is, or whatever. But anyway, that it's a lot of fun, and but I pulled down all the PayPal buttons off that just to protect the account. So I'm not selling anything there right now. I'm thinking about that and the other two sites that you're hosting for me, Nelson, taking down payments entirely and offering upgrades based on performance.
Yeah.
Incentive upgrades. Say an incentive upgrade. Say you join Mardox and become an upgraded member of Mardox, I will give you the top upgrade level in my site.
Yeah. So like
Yeah,
basically,
yeah, that's
we'll
a
say,
really,
yeah.
really good thing to do, because I'm in another program and the guy does that. Like, if you join my main program, I'll upgrade you, and he has like a list builder. I'll upgrade you for life in the list builder.
Yeah, and I've done that by mailings before to the members, that existing members, and saying, listen, if you upgrade in this, if you purchase an upgrade through my link here, I will give you upgrades in that. I try not to do too much of that because, I want to be of value to members and not just pitching them with opportunities. But if I see something I like, I believe in, or I'm having success with, I always tell them about it and give them that option. And for these other sites, the two that Nelson are hosting for me, which I won't mention the names, obviously, but
No, you can. I don't mind. Go ahead.
okay, well, trafficincomeclub.com.
Right. And hold on. So let me pull that up so I can put it up on the screen here. Traffic, GRAFFIC incomeclub.com, and that's Traffic Income Club there. This is only being shown on the YouTube side, the production side. But
Okay,
this is
great.
trafficincomeclub.com. I went through it. It's a pretty simple back end interface.
Yeah, it's a basic. It's basically a downline builder of high commission traffic sites.
What's the other
So
one?
the other one is uh,
Oh yeah,
instantcommissionmania.com.
instant. That's it.
Commission. I changed the
Yeah.
colors on that since you've seen it last. It's I went
There
with
it is.
a
There it is. Got it.
yeah.
And yeah, it looks better than the last time I saw it. The last time I saw it, I told you it looked like something out of 1995.
Yeah, it's an old script.
I can't even
about this
remember what
one.
1995 looks like.
Well,
You
look,
know, the script's
Carrie, turn around, look at your wall.
Wall?
Turn around and look at your wall. That's what 1995 looked like.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, like I know that we could discuss my walls because I'd like to paint like a neutral color on them, not this bright pink.
Yeah, that's it.
This was my daughter's room. Then she moved out into the other room when my son moved away, and now it is my office. And
Well, I figured
the
those
exciting
pull-ups
thing
didn't
about
belong
it
to you.
is, yay!
I figured those pull-ups in the background there didn't belong to you.
No, these belong to my daughter, and I was just thinking about that.
I didn't notice it.
I mean, I sit at the computer for long hours, but I do get up to relieve myself.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Oh, that's
that's a really good
look,
topic.
see what was in the box.
That's a really good topic,
All
actually.
kinds of stuffies.
That's a really good topic to talk about. I've been on Carrie's case about getting her to get her own office space because of her living situation. There's a 2-year-old in the environment. There's her daughter at home, her husband, and Carrie was trying to run her business out of her living room. And there's just too much noise. Couldn't do her videos. And I've been on Carrie's case now for about 2 months now, Carrie, for you to get your office built.
Yeah, so our boarder moved out. We had a boarder. And yeah, this room, I had a bed in here and a bunch of stuff, but I had to use it this week for this live chat because I needed a space. And my son is home using my basement. So you know what? I like it.
There you go. There you go. And if
I
those of you out
really
there,
like it.
for those of you out there, everybody needs a quiet space for business. Your family has to understand that you might be working from home, but working from home still means that you've got a responsibility and you got stuff that has to get done.
Yeah.
You know,
Now
so-
my daughter doesn't like it. She's complaining that I'm always hiding in my bedroom, in my office here.
Yeah,
But
that's
know,
gonna happen.
you don't like us anymore. You're hiding.
A lot of people don't understand the whole working at home concept. They think that if you're at home and you're not you got all the time in the world, you're really not doing anything. You're just playing online, and they don't get it. And that's one of the problems that a lot of us internet marketers deal with, and home business people deal with, is that people don't always value our time because they feel that we are just like retired. We're just playing.
Yeah.
And, this
It's like
is
you're not
the real
making
thing.
any money. You're just playing.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, we play a little and have some fun, but it's all about having a business where we can grow and help people and accomplish what our goals are in life. And same as anyone that has a career as a physician or as a professor or something, they have their goals. They're trying to accomplish their things in life. We're trying to do the same thing. It's just that we have a different work environment. And yeah, there are a lot of perks to working at home, and the flexibility of schedule is one of them. But it's not like I'm doing nothing, and it's not like I have all the time in the world and I can drop anything to run across town and take care of some fiddly thing,
That's it. That's it. I had the trouble with having 4 daughters here. My wife and I both had trouble with the youngest one always coming in the room. And this was before I did videos, so it wasn't too bad. But when I started doing videos, she was 18, and she would just come downstairs and, "Hi, Dad, how you doing?" And sometimes just wrapped in a towel after a shower. So I finally got her used to the idea of coming down the stairs. I'm in my basement here, and she would come down the stairs and is it safe?
Yeah, she could end up being a YouTube star, but not the kind of star you really want her to
That's
be.
it. That's it. Oh, but I told my daughter.
I personally think that would be hilarious.
I guarantee you, if I take my shirt off, my ISP will shut me down within minutes for making.
If I take my shirt off, my wife will shut me down in a few minutes. Probably longer than a few minutes.
Anyway, back to these sites and talking about traffic exchanges and whatnot, and interchange of ideas, and there's a lot of free ways to make money online, and or at least to promote yourself online. But and there are some people that call that junk advertising, garbage advertising, and a few other words that I wouldn't use, but they just think it's total garbage. And the fact is, it's not, but it is sweat equity. You do have to put a lot of work into it, or you got to buy a lot of advertising at those sites. And it's a numbers thing, especially when you're dealing with traffic exchanges and credit-based safe lists and so on and so forth. My best performing free advertising, and I know some people use the social networks and whatnot, but my best performing free advertising to this point is credit-based safe lists and credit-based mailers, or viral mailers. But then again, I use Referral Frenzy, and some people use viral mailer profits, viral mail profits. But some people use those mass mailers like that, where basically you can do the ad once and mail out to multiple credit-based mailers. And I love that. I do use it until my credits are burned up every month. And I'll tell you what, they do get results. But you got to be a bit of a copywriter. You can't just take some pre-written copy that some company or program has given you. You got to be unique in your headlines, study headlines. All you got to do is spend a little time on Yahoo or Google and see some of the headlines, or look at magazines and see how headlines are written. Create yourself a little, what we call swipe file. In the copywriting industry, they call it swipe files, which is basically a list or a group compilation of some of the most eye-catching headlines you've seen that have caused you to react or got your attention. And then, of course, you just customize them for your own program. And that's a little copywriting tip there. But, use that for your headlines. And there's some headline generating programs out there and such. But quite frankly, some of the catchiest stuff is stuff you see online. And, you do use those and send out your mailings. And it's all about numbers. You can't mail to 10 or 20 mailers a week and expect to see results. You've got to mass mail. You got to do 50, 60 mailers a week. And yes, that means you're going to get a lot of mails. And believe it or not, I do click and surf mails too. But you set yourself up a separate Gmail for that. Keep it clean. Don't let it get to the point where they're going to close it down because you're not messing with it. Keep it cleaned up and just utilize those mailers. For somebody that's on a low budget, I put together a whole report that I give away. I'll give that to you so you can put it up at.
Yeah. What's the link?
Well, I don't want to give it to you right now because it wouldn't be right to have. It's got all my links in it, so everybody be signing up under me. So what I would like to do, I'll clean it up, take the links out, and can't tell you when I get around to it, but when I do, I'll clean it up, take the links out, and give it to Mardox to use so that people can drop their own links in there, and that way they can build their own downlines. But if I were to give you mine, seeing how this is going to go across the world.
Well, then what we'll do is we'll put it web-based instead of in a PDF format. We'll put it web-based so that our members can go in and just like the in the resources, the downline builder, they can go put their own codes in.
Yeah, and then they can take in, or maybe I'll give it to you in a document format or Word form. It's something they can go in and rewrite and post themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know all about the great free stuff. I'm a cheapskate at heart, and there was a time, of course, when of course that meant a lot too, and it always means a lot to me. Don't. If I can get a good program for free, I'm going to do it.
Don't feel bad. I'm running Linux, which is a free operating system. I'm running Ubuntu on my computer. I left Windows a long time ago. 90%, no, actually, all my software on my computer is not hacked, but it's open source, which means it's free.
Yeah.
I only pay money for software where companies say, "Can you donate to us to help advance?" And often what they do is, if you suggest a function, to have the function put in, they ask that you make a $5 donation.
That's something we should make a part of these chats, or either that or the Skype chats, is as we, occasionally post and put up things that we find that are good resources that are free, or that have a pretty elaborate or, fairly functional free version. What's he doing down there?
No, I was just sitting there. I was wondering why you're sleeping. But I was looking down. I kept looking up, going, "Oh my God, I must be looking so weird on camera."
But yeah, I mean, open office is one of the best valuable resources a marketer can have.
Actually, I got away from using Open Office. I went to using Google because I can share a document like I did with Carrie last night.
Google Docs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Google Docs was Google Sheets, and Carrie
Yeah.
had a document. She put it up. She shared it with me. I went in. I edited, and as I was editing, she could see my edits.
Yeah, that really worked well last night.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I've gone to Google, but it doesn't do as much as Open Office. Open Office does have more functionality, more the desktop publishing. But if it's just to do an edit of an email or text, I use Google Docs.
I've used the Open Office for years, and it is a really good,
Yeah.
I mean, it's free and it does everything Microsoft Word does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can export to PDF
Yeah.
with just a click of a button. So, you can write something in there and create your own ebooks, create your own reports, and all my PDFs I make in Open Office.
Yeah.
And, another great program I haven't used a lot, but a lot of people like is Pixlr, and I believe it's pixlr.com. And that's another free program it's a graphics program. So if you want a place where you can make some really interesting banners, or you need some website graphics yourself, that's another freebie.
Yeah.
And
I use GIMP.
I didn't know about that.
yeah, GIMP has got a bit of a learning curve to it, but GIMP is another good one.
Yeah, it is. GIMP is. I got 2.8 installed. Maybe I should go see if there's a newer version. But I mean, it does have that Photoshop style look to it. Actually, just give me a second here. Maybe we can do an image on screen here while we're yakking. Go ahead, Ernie. Talk. I'm trying to set this.
I didn't really have anything to say at this point, believe it or not, but I'll think of something.
Yeah, Ernie, think about what to say, Ernie. You're good at talking.
Yeah, I never shut up, do I?
Yeah, that's it. So, what I'm doing on screen right now is I'm just messing around. If you guys, actually, I'll share screen in just a second here.
But honestly, there are a lot of great programs out there, and there's for screen capture. Oh, what is the name of that screen capture program? But there's some great programs out there to do free screen capturing, so you don't have to go out and spend a bundle on expensive screen capture software. There's a lot of great marketing tools out there that many are open source. Other ones are offered by vendors in the hopes that you will have upgrades. The important thing is that when you use something, make sure that you can use it for commercial use without, any sort of repercussions or problems you're going to run into down the road. I know a lot of people were putting up these screen capture videos, that technically you shouldn't be doing. There we go. I see the screen now.
Yeah.
That's GIMP, isn't it?
Yeah. This is GIMP. Yeah. Well, go ahead. Keep yakking. I'm doing good here without you.
I know a lot of people are using these what's the name of that screen capture program everybody's using? Anyway, it does slideshows and stuff, the music in the background. They're using them on YouTube, but realistically and technically, you're not supposed to do those for commercial purposes. You're supposed to buy the upgrade, and then you can use it for commercial use. But, come on, people, let's play by the rules. We want people to pay us for our products, and if it's a product that you need to pay for in order to use, I'm watching the screen here, sorry, but in order to use commercially, put a little fund aside, save up, and buy the darn thing. But nonetheless, there are so many free options out there, and if you're a market out there and you're tight for money, and you're watching this and you're watching this on YouTube right now. Free programs, and we are people that are professional marketers and do this for a living. So, if we're willing to do that, don't let your pride or your arrogance get in the way of saving a few bucks, okay? And remember, every dollar you save is another dollar in your pocket.
That's
marketing,
right.
or you can, for your family. So, I highly recommend free programs and programs that have a free option. Many of them, the programs that are put out by companies that do have upgrades, many of the upgrades are certainly worthwhile. But start out free, see if you like it first. People spend a lot of money trying to do internet marketing that they don't need to spend. And which leads me to another topic we may want to discuss sometime.
Go ahead. What is
Solo
it?
ads. Solo ads.
Solo ads. Yeah.
That's a great topic.
Actually, go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's start that one now. Go for it.
Oh, I'll tell you what. My good friend and partner Graham and I, that's how we met, was over a discussion of solo ads and some of these companies that offers. This particular company, we met at their Facebook site, and the issue was they were trying to get everyone to buy their solo ads, especially to market. And then if you use their or their capture page program on traffic exchanges or on credit-based mailers, they would freeze your account because they really wanted you to buy solo ads. And it's like, you know what? A, not everyone has that kind of money to throw around. They tend to be expensive. And B, keep in mind, people, that clicks do not necessarily mean sales.
That's
all
right.
right.
That's right.
And they're selling you clicks, so they'll say, "Oh, we guarantee, you're gonna get 100 clicks or so with my solo ad, or you're gonna get they give these really high response rates. You're gonna get like a 50%, 80% response rate on your solo ad." It's like, so what? How much are you gonna sell? Are you gonna cover your cost? And a lot of these people are selling that same solo ad space to other people, and they're swapping solo ads back and forth between vendors. There's a lot of shenanigans that go around there, and a lot of people, there's all these gurus and everyone else there tell you, buy solo ads, buy solo ads, buy solo ads. And maybe if you have the right vendor and you have the money to spend, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
But make sure you find a decent solo ad provider, build a relationship with that provider so that you can come back time and time again. Make sure you're getting the results. Don't blow your money on solo ads if you're just starting out or you're on a tight budget. That's my opinion. That's what I tell people. But, there's a lot of people that will fight and argue with me over this, and just the way they fight and argue with me over free advertising, But, if you don't have it, don't spend it. Never run up a credit card debt on solo ads or AdWords or anything else. Don't run up a credit card debt to finance your advertising.
That's it.
Fight you back every time.
That's it. I use GIMP, and I just did that in 3.5 minutes, and it's not that hard to do. There's a lot of tutorials on how to make this kind of graphics and stuff, and it took me some time to learn. But yes, I had to go out and I actually had to. I had to learn. I had to do the learning process. I actually had to sit down and figure out what these options do. The YouTube, if you type into YouTube, all the different graphic design functions. There's you could, for example, say, how do I add a gradient or start with GIMP. Say GIMP space add gradient, and there's whole videos of people who'll sit there second by second showing you how to add a gradient to an image. So. These people that tell me that they can't do this stuff, it's not that hard. I'm just trying to put it back. I'm trying to put it into the video here. And if anybody wants this logo, let me know. I'll ship it off to them. No problem at all. There.
Yeah, and nowadays with YouTube, there are tutorials for almost everything, especially the free program. So yeah, there's no excuse for not using the free program. Why would you go out and spend all this money? And now sometimes you spend more money because the functionality is better, or it's much more intuitive, or it just has more features. But there's a lot of people out there, I run into them all the time, that don't have a lot of money or live in countries where, quite frankly, $1 there is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And to ask them to pay $200 or $300 for a marketing program or a solo ad.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't let that one go. But to ask them to spend money like that it's unreasonable. And so much of what we do in the West here, we think about. I've heard people say, well, if you're serious about your business, you'll invest, $50 or $100 in this or that or whatever. You hear it all the time. Oh yeah, maybe I might have it. Maybe you might have it. But what about our friends that do not live in the Western countries, or in the parts of Europe where there is some money? There's a lot of great marketers out there and a lot of motivated people out there that just don't have it.
Right.
And I try to tell people even that have an income, don't pour all your current income into investing into your internet marketing business. You buy what you need to buy, prioritize what you need to buy, and do everything else you can free or inexpensively. And by the way, inexpensive options, I found another gig site called SEOclerks.com. I believe it's .com. It might be.
Be careful there. Fiverr is better. SEO Clerks is good. There's also $1. There's $1.com.
There's a bunch of them. Yeah.
Be careful with SEO Clerks. They don't back up the credibility of their sellers as much as Fiverr does. If you sell something and you get too many complaints, they shut you down.
What's that? Who is?
On Fiverr.
Oh yeah, they'll shut you down if there's multiple complaints.
That's right.
Yeah.
But SEO Clerks lets a lot of it slide. So with SEO Clerks, do your research.
Yeah, and that's an important point. Even on Fiverr, do your research. Because these cheap is not a lot of times very good, or a lot of times you can do better on your own. If you can learn to do things yourself, that's always good.
Well,
me, I'm a bit of a.
I'll give an example with Fiverr. I'll give you an example with Fiverr. I got caught in it. Remember, if you guys go look at the 3 videos that I did, the Mardox Marketing Magic. In the 3rd video, I say, get yourself some leads. It's not hard to go to Fiverr, pay $5, and you can have somebody will send you 25 leads. They'll join up to your site, so on and so forth. When I made that video, I didn't know about something. I did not know that there's a whole industry of websites out there that tell people to join, and when they're a member at this company, they're told, go sign up to these other websites, and every time you sign up, you'll get 10 cents, 25 cents, etc. So now the Fiverr people are selling you leads, but they're actually the people at this other site going to your website because they want their little 10 cents or 25 cents. So
which means something in a lot of the countries where there's, like I said, a dollar goes a long way. Yeah. So you end up with a lot of low quality leads, or if you're selling something, leads of people that really can't afford what you have to offer. So that, a lot of those that's the whole thing. The whole guaranteed sign up business is I wouldn't say it's a scam, but I mean it's one of those things where you got to consider the source and what these things are going to be. I'm testing right now the guaranteed sales, and from a site like that, and I'm going to see how much traffic I get and whether I actually get the sales, because these people won't be incentivized.
Right, that's right.
Because there's no way to know what I'm charging until they get into it, and we'll see how that goes. But honestly, that's something I wanted to experiment with, and so I bought a small quantity just to try it. But most of these sites and a lot of these traffic you buy they have limited value. If you buy 25,000 hits to your site, a lot of those they'll use bots, or they'll use simulators, or they'll use low quality traffic to get you that. And that's not going to get you anywhere. And it's not nowadays. Google's a lot smarter than it used to be. It's not going to help your rankings a whole lot. It's not going to, they can tell, So, and it's the same thing with guaranteed signups. If you are in a program and you buy guaranteed signups, that program might cut you down for using those because they're so low quality. A lot of them ban them. And you can always tell because they'll use like the Google short link or something like that as their address. There's ways to find out. So, they know when you're trying to cheat the system. Now, a guaranteed sign-up, here's where they might have little value. If you're first building a list, or you're building a list where you're going to expand on it and you're new to list building, you could put up a site where they will sign up to your list, or you'll give away something free, and they'll sign up for something free. The purpose of getting these people into your list, and then of course you can sort them from there, and the cream will rise to the top. Now, if you're going to do that, I would suggest not having a small, limited AWeber or GetResponse account where you can only put 500 or 1,000 people in, because you're going to get thousands of people if you buy enough guaranteed signups, and it's going to cause your expenses for your autoresponder to go way up. But if you have an autoresponder that's unlimited, or you already have an upgraded account and an autoresponder, you might want to experiment with some guaranteed signups for getting people into your list. But I'll be honest with you, a lot of them probably won't be high quality. A lot of them probably won't respond. but it's a place to start if you're trying to first build your list.
Right.
Because quite frankly, if you're going to try to, and we mentioned this yesterday in our chat, if you're going to try to build a squeeze page and give away a free ebook, that's not going to work like it used to.
It does work, but it's getting less and less result.
You know, the most effective people you're going to get, and I know I've heard this myself years and years, and I put off the list for a long time. But the fact is, when you have your own list and you've given them something of value, or you're providing them with emails where you're offering them some advice and value or good ideas and tips, and then when you do market something to them, you built up that credibility with them. Having a list like that truly is where the money is, and equally on the flip side of that, there's also the factor of you're going to refer people, you're going to refer these people to your or refer product to your list. You better be 100% on your game referring the content to these people, because now, like you said, you built up your reputation. But if you refer something negative to them or not, something that's not good, now you just lost it. So, yeah, and you know, sometimes it does happen where you think you've got something really good and it looks great and everything, and you've checked it all out, and for whatever reason something goes south. That does happen on occasion, you know.
Yeah.
But quite frankly, you know, you want to be to that point where people respect, and you got to respect them. And quite frankly, I look at my list members and my members in my programs, you know, my traffic exchanges and the 2 sites we mentioned earlier. And I look at them as friends. I don't look at them, you know, maybe that goes back to my ministry days when you have a bit of a flock, you know, but, you know, you have to me, these people are, they're valuable. They're not just another dollar. They're not just another list. So when I communicate with my group, my list, or my members, you know, I'm thinking I'm sitting in front of a room full of friends. And I want to treat them like friends. I don't want to abuse them and just look at them with little dollar signs on their forehead. And, you know, maybe I could be doing much better financially. I could be rich maybe, or millionaire if I play like some of the other gurus and some of the other marketers play. But I don't work that way. I just, to me, I value people.
That's
and
right.
I value their business, and I value their trust. And it's not that I won't ever... you know, like I said, sometimes hit a clunker or a stinker that I recommend. It turns out to be sour.
Well, it's kind of awkward when they walk into your ministry and you're sticking little dollar signs on their foreheads. I mean, that's gotta be awkward.
Yeah.
I would be asking questions just there. Forget the lone sitting down, letting you watch me with the sticker on my forehead. You know.
But anyway, I didn't mean to like take over and hog this. You know me, Nelson, I've always got something to say. You know, I used to say, I got an opinion about everything, and opinions are like elbows. Everybody's got a couple.
Yeah, but you know what? You know the other saying, you know, it's a matter of opinion. Your opinion don't matter.
You know, some people are going to love me and some people are going to hate me. I guess that's life. But I do have a lot of...
The haters are going to hate. That's for sure. Forget that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know.
But, you know, the thing is...
I'm coming down soon.
Yeah, okay. It's past an hour here. We'll call it quits, and because I know Carrie's got to take off, and I'm sure Ernie's got something to do.
You got a dash.
Yeah, that's it. So tomorrow morning, 10. You guys want to be in again tomorrow 9? If we want to do it on weekends.
I won't be around.
Yeah, I'm pretty busy on weekends.
Yeah, okay,
Let's do Monday to Friday.
Yeah, okay, we'll try Monday through Friday, whichever. We'll see what happens tomorrow. If others want to join in, we'll see how we'll play it by ear. There's no big deal. There's no set schedule yet, anyways. And worst comes to worst, we'll see you guys on Monday, and we'll have more topics. Think of some topics on the weekend. You know, with things that we can talk about.
Nelson, you know, here's the thing. Have you ever thought about doing like a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon chat, maybe once a month or something? Because there's a lot of people that are working outside the home or have other obligations that can't be here for these things, and it'd be great to bring it.
Yeah, sure, we can do that too. There's no problem. Like I said, the schedule is completely open. We can design it the way we want.
You know, maybe run it past the members, or if somebody responds to this video, how about it? You know, I mean, if that's something we want to do, you know, I can drop in on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon usually, depending on the time, and But it would be great to open this up to more people that are available, if the times are more available.
That's it. And also, we got to keep in mind, too, and we're dealing international here. So there's people like in Germany, Australia, Africa, not just North America. So it's around the world, this organization. So it's, yeah, we can do that. It's not a problem. Okay. And, okay, so let's call it quits for today. And I'll see you guys when you guys got a chance. Think about some topics for the next meeting, and like usual, we'll post it on the members site when the next meeting is going to be. So I'm going to say bye, Carrie, and bye, Ernie. You guys have a good day.
You guys have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too.
And all our viewers also have a great weekend.
All right.
Bye for now, guys.